Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Culling Podcast. We're back. We're back from the introduction. We're doing episode one
That's right. And episode one is going to be about the aliens.
about the aliens.
But not every
Aliens.
alien. Not every alien. It's just the gray aliens. Not
The
the.
gray aliens. I
Yeah.
like the gray aliens.
I
You
hate.
know,
I hate the gray
personally,
aliens.
oh, you hate the gray aliens?
I think they're ridiculous. I think everyone who believes in the gray aliens are lying to themselves. I think they're all men in black.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm saying it.
So everyone that believes in gray aliens are men in black?
That's right. I think they're all agents.
I see.
Yeah. But we're gonna talk about the gray aliens, the origin of the gray aliens, where they came from, why people believe in it, etc. And then we're going to talk about what we believe in. We're going to give our opinion at the end.
Yeah.
So we're going to start off with the origin of the gray alien, the mysterious gray alien. And also take everything we say with a grain of salt because we're not experts. If you're taking us seriously at all,
Don't.
don't do that.
Yeah.
It's
Don't take us
It's
seriously.
just a very bad idea. We're two
Guys
people.
sitting on a
Yes, we're
couch
two
right
guys
now.
sitting on it. Hey, what's going on?
Hey, yo, what's up, man?
Yo,
Yo, another high five?
yeah, come here. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, yeah,
God, your hands
perfect.
are. All right. Anyway.
Hey, whoa.
Well, the origin of the gray alien is very hard to determine because the first
I would
known
imagine it'd be from space.
different galaxies. I don't think we know what different galaxies because we only have telescopes. But
Yeah,
yeah, thank you.
true.
But the first known description of the Hollywood gray alien is from a science fiction author H.G. Wells in his
A
1893.
classic author, man. He writes the best
He does.
alien books. Yeah,
He wrote War of the Worlds. That was a Tom Cruise
dude,
movie.
that's an aliens. That's an
Yeah, that's
aliens
an alien.
movie.
That there wasn't grays in that one, but very long tripods.
Yeah.
They were gray though, I think.
Oh,
So maybe.
maybe.
Well, in that 1893 article, Man of the Year Million, he's described these creatures as a race of gray-skinned beings, about 1 meter tall, with a big head and large oval-shaped pitch-black eyes.
Sounds fishy.
Sounds like every alien you've ever thought of, right? In all the movies.
Dude, it sounds like every single alien that I've ever drawn.
Yeah, the 5-year-old's rendition of Aliens. It's just that.
Yeah.
Back in 1893. What were we doing back in 1893?
Aliens.
We were writing articles about aliens
Yeah,
and
that's all we were doing.
enslaving people.
Yo, you're not supposed to talk about that part.
Enslaving aliens, right?
Oh,
Yes.
no, you can't say that. That's rude.
This is a quote from the book, The Man of the Year Million. He is a creature of the brain, and if he live at all, will live by his intelligence rather than his muscles. Obviously, by the year million, he will have a larger brain and a slighter body than at present. His mouth has been growing smaller for ages and no longer services as other animals to grasp his food.
Vegetarian.
And by he, obviously the gray alien. This was the first description of the gray aliens that we could find, but the first recorded sighting was that of Barney and Betty Hill.
Yo, I heard about them.
You heard about them?
They cited aliens, dude.
They did. They were the first sighting.
Yeah.
I heard about them back in first grade, where we talked about aliens.
Of course. A classic,
Yeah,
I don't know.
it was an
I
elective.
just lost my words.
It was an elective, yeah. That's fine.
And like it in first grade.
Yeah, that's what they do up north. They do have they have electives like cooking, I think. If they still do. I don't know what elementary schools down in Southern America do.
I don't know.
I don't know. Oh yeah, that's right. You wouldn't know either.
Yeah, I'm a Westerner.
Well, the story of Barney and Betty Hill, which was later called the Hill Abduction, or now I don't know how to pronounce this. I've looked up ways to pronounce it, and there's many different ways to pronounce it, so I'm just going to read it as I see it. The Zeta Reticuli incident.
Sounds interesting already.
The Zeta Reticuli, I think, is a like star cluster somewhere. And we're going to talk about why it's called the Zeta Reticuli incident later, but for now we're just going to talk about Barney and Betty Hill themselves.
So wait, it's just a star cluster just somewhere in space?
Somewhere in space. Well, space is infinite, right? It's somewhere.
Yeah.
I doubt we even know exactly where it is.
Yeah, it is somewhere. We gotta learn where it is.
It is somewhere. Now, the story of Barney and Betty Hill started on September 19th, 1961. A lot, very far away from the 1893 Man of the Year Million. So I think that's what people use to kind of justify it, say they didn't know. You know, what are the odds that they describe the same alien, the same gray alien, right?
Yeah.
September 19th, 1961, around 10:30 at night, Betty Hill, the wife, witnessed a UFO traveling across the face of the moon. I mean, back then, it was a different time back then. Back then, you know, seeing something like that, we see that every single day, you know, a UFO traveling across the moon.
Yeah. Common occurrence.
Yeah. It's just the grays. It's the grays, whatever.
Yeah.
So they were on the highway. They follow the craft on down the highway, but the UFO suddenly descends towards their car.
Oh, that's scary.
That's some
Dude,
alien shit.
That's some gray type stuff.
That's some
man.
alien thing to do. The aliens told them to stay where you are and keep looking. And, fearing the aliens would capture them, Barney sped off and told Betty to keep an eye out for the craft. Now, this was, like I said, the first recorded sighting. This was famous all across, I think it was New Hampshire. I think it was New Hampshire.
Damn.
But it's huge. It's famous. I know you've heard everything about it. You already know all of that, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I knew all about this. I didn't even look anything up. I just wrote down what I remembered. But this is where Zeta Reticuli comes from. Because after this incident, Betty Hill produced a star map. I think under hypnosis, which that's how you know it's real. It's legit because it's
under the hypnosis category.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where when you're told, when you'll do anything you're told.
Mhm. Yeah.
The star map, which she claimed located the home planet of the aliens in the Zeta Reticuli star system.
Oh shoot!
The aliens came from Zeta Reticuli. That's where they're called.
They came from the star cluster.
They came. That's where their planet came from.
Dude, it all makes sense.
It's obvious when you think about it.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe I didn't connect the dots earlier.
This is where the term Zetas come into use. Betty Hill called them Zetas.
Whoa, Zetas? Hold on one second.
Yeah.
I thought they were called the Greys.
Well, as far as I can tell, there's no difference between the Greys and the Zetas. But she called them the Zetas. I assume everyone around her called them the Zetas. They weren't really called the Greys at the time. We kind of just call them the Greys now,
because they're gray.
Because they're gray, and they have. I mean, who's gonna say Zeta Reticuli?
I know that is kind of lame. I think gray is easier to say than Zeta Reticuli.
I don't even know if that's how you pronounce it.
Dude.
So, as far as I can tell, the term Zetas would be an attempt to categorize the separate. Fucking hell. The term Zetas. The term Zetas seems like an attempt to categorize and separate the different types of aliens. Now, I'm throwing this at you. I'm throwing you for a loop.
Oh,
There
so
are
there's
different
different
types.
types of
There's
aliens?
many different types
Oh
of
my
aliens.
gosh. Have we witnessed all the different types?
Probably not. There's
Just
probably
the
aliens we
Greys.
haven't even. No, we've seen more than the Greys.
What?
Yeah, we've seen like
Whoa. So you're telling me that there's more than just the Greys out there?
Have you ever
That's
heard of
like,
the
that's
Whites?
nonsense. The Whites? Dude.
Essentially aliens. Very
Oh
tall
no.
white aliens. I don't think they're called the Whites because something else is called the Whites. They took
Dude,
their
I wonder
place.
what.
They
You
took their
know, I can't
place.
can't really put my finger on it, but I feel like I know deep down.
It's in the tip of my tongue. What are called the Whites?
What do we call the Whites?
Now, obviously, this isn't the first alien sighting. People across the world say, in every state, every country, every area, they've all seen aliens. Because aliens exist. The Greys, they exist
Oh yeah, obviously. I see aliens all the
all
time.
the time, all across the face of the moon. Just the Greys.
Yeah,
That's what we tell our children in kindergarten.
yeah, that's what I was told.
Yes. Um, like the famous Roswell UFO incident. I don't know if these really are Greys, but the description that they give kind of seems similar enough to be under the Greys. And there is a famous video that I'm sure, like, seriously, many people have seen at least once, is the Roswell alien autopsy. And the alien in that video,
Oh,
yeah, the alien in that video, I think, would be under the Gray. Because it's
under the gray, because it matches every single description
almost
of the
every
grays.
almost every single description. I think, other than the big, like, black eyes,
Oh,
they're still black, but they're like human sized. I think.
oh, human-sized eyeballs?
Yeah,
How lame, dude.
I know. I mean, it's kind of a lame alien. If it had like
An
bigger,
inferior alien.
it's clearly inferior to the Greys, but
Yeah.
it's
Now I'm kind of insulted that you even like put them in a similar category, man. The Greys have the big black eyeballs, man. This one has human-sized eyes. That's like insulting.
they're sub Gray.
Oh no.
Well,
Nope.
if you
Maybe it was
haven't
a kid gray.
Kid Gray,
Yeah. Maybe
well,
they
they
have
did.
children grays,
It did
and
crash.
only their eyes grow.
That makes sense. I think I think you just figured it out.
I just figured it out. Yep.
Yeah, because if you don't know about the Roswell UFO incident, that was an alleged UFO crash in Roswell, New Mexico. So if it was a child,
Dude, he had his learner's permit. Oh no.
yeah, he was using his uncle's rundown UFO with rust all over it, and the brakes just don't work exactly how they used
Yeah.
to.
The
So
the anti-flying brakes. Yeah.
yeah,
Oh man.
well, I mean, how are they supposed to stop?
I know, right?
And June 14th, 1947, a foreman named William Brazel noticed debris of an alien UFO about 30 miles north of Roswell, New Mexico. I don't know if it was in Roswell, New Mexico, because 30 miles seems like a lot. So
Yeah.
I'm not sure what's going on there, but it was about 30 miles north, just somewhere. Just somewhere on the ground.
It's just somewhere there.
This is
You know.
this is what I meant in the beginning by take everything with a grain of salt. What I'm saying is essentially there was a UFO crash somewhere on the ground. Well, William Brazel returned to the site 20 days later with his wife, his son, and his daughter to pick up the metal debris because you can make a quick buck. They'd make thousands.
Because they'd make a fortune selling alien material.
They didn't know it was alien
Yo,
material at the
I
time.
figured it out.
It was just metal. They were
Oh.
just metal.
Never mind. Didn't figure it out.
He just came back. Yeah, he came back somewhere in July
Add it to their shed.
to pick up all the metal. In the few days following that, Brazel heard reports about flying discs in the sky, the UFOs, and obviously thought if the debris were related at all to these flying discs. A few days later, Brazel was seen reporting that he may have found a flying disc. But on July 8th, the RAAF
Uh-oh.
explained publicly that it was a weather balloon.
Oh man, you
Yeah.
know, I just hate when weather balloons are dropping shrapnel everywhere. Like they really got to keep that stuff inside the balloon.
Just the size of a UFO. It's a lot of metal debris.
Yeah,
But this was back in 1947, before cameras.
yeah.
Well, they've existed millions. They built the pyramids,
UFOs existed though.
and that was like
Oh,
at least a
I
few years
forgot about
before.
that. Yeah, they did create the pyramids, didn't they?
It wasn't death and suffering. It was
Dude,
aliens.
it wasn't slaves. Dude, they didn't. Yo, you're right. Oh my gosh. Dude, I can't believe we're
that
taught
they were
that
taught.
it was
Yeah.
that. Oh no.
Now I'm not a history teacher, but I know that what happened was the aliens shat out the pyramid just out of the bottom of the fucking UFO. Oh, and it just showed up there, and they were like, "Oh shit, thanks."
Dude, this whole time I thought aliens were just like giant Lego characters, and you know how you like hold B or hold circle while playing a
Yes.
Lego game, and
Yeah.
you just like build a thing. It's like that's what I thought they did
I mean,
for the
maybe they could.
pyramids.
I wasn't around, in those days, in the olden days.
Dude, they're all master
Um,
builders.
just like throwing the Lego pieces.
That one goes there. But they're
They're
tons
just
they're tons
tons of stone.
tons of bricks.
Now, I don't want
Oh
to
no.
freak you out, but a very popular a very popular theory is that the pyramids are actually Lego pieces. So that actually follows
Oh,
the master
dude.
builder
Oh my god, dude, that freaked me
theory.
out. Oh. Oh my gosh, dude. That's like what I was saying. That's what I've been saying from the
That's
start of
why
this
you're here.
podcast. You know, in the intro, if you guys like rewind all the way to the beginning of the podcast right now and re-listen to the whole thing, then you hear me
Yeah, but
say
don't
that.
skip back. We need the listens.
Yeah, you can't come back to this point. You have to
You wouldn't. Yeah,
re-listen
you
to the
wouldn't get
whole
it.
thing. Now that they've went back, we can just we could just totally tell them that
It's
that wasn't true
live.
at
Welcome
all.
back.
Oh, dude, you guys got
Welcome back to the
pranked.
present. You got pranked.
Yo, yeah, pranked.
Well, even though the RAAF, the scam, their government run, it's not true. They explained that it was a weather balloon, quotes.
Oh,
Yeah,
weather balloon with
yeah,
shrapnel?
sure.
Yeah,
Where was the
right.
balloon then, huh? Yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't see
where
no
was
balloon.
the yeah, I didn't see
I didn't see.
people. All I saw was a gray alien.
Now that's the thing that's the reason why Roswell became so popular is because they said, and I assume it was Brazel that said it, that there was alien corpses there. There wasn't a lot,
Oh shoot.
recorded about these corpses, but apparently the reason he knows that it was a UFO is because there was an alien in there, a dead alien from the crash.
Dude, a dead alien in a UFO? Oh, I'm sorry,
It's not a
a
hot
hot
air balloon.
air balloon.
It was a weather balloon. It was-
It's not?
there was no. There
Oh,
was
that's
no
what I
people.
meant. That's
It
what I
wasn't the
meant.
flame go. No, it was just a balloon.
Yeah, I know. That's my apologies. I
I'm really rethinking this
misheard you.
podcast thing.
Don't rethink this podcast.
Apparently, there was dead aliens, which is probably why it was dead because it wasn't a gray. It was sub-gray. But the Roswell UFO incident is probably, at least now, the most popular alien incident. There's all the sightings of the UFOs with the cameras, but this is the main one because this one's real. This one really happened, right?
All right, so this one's real, right?
Now,
So
right?
what about crop circles?
uh, The crop circles
Because
made
you
by the
always
Greys.
hear about crop circles being like aliens are all like, oh, I'm gonna make some art.
Truly the beautiful artist. I mean, there was
Yeah.
one that was like a monkey, and it was like photorealistic. It was beautiful. I don't know how they did it.
Dude, oh my gosh. Yo, you're right. I saw one that was just like a giant Coca-Cola branding.
Yeah,
Just in a
yeah, I think
yeah.
Coca-Cola's got too much money if they're funding alien
Funding the gray art.
the gray art.
Oh no.
Those are interesting though, because I mean, if they weren't aliens, what were they? What made them?
I know, right? It definitely couldn't be the farmers
They were stupid
cutting their
farmers.
crops.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they couldn't
I mean, that's their living right there.
making little monkeys in the grass.
No, I'm talking about selling their crops.
Then what's the crop circles?
Them losing money.
Those fucking aliens. They keep making Coca-Cola
Ah.
ads in my corn.
This is how I make money.
Fuck off. If you're gonna put an ad in my fucking cornfield, at least give me 20%.
Oh no. Dude, it's really a pro play on Coca-Cola's part because they get to sue the farmer because they're like, "Hey, we didn't pay you to use our logo there in your crops."
Yeah, this doesn't represent our brand, corn. So they make money.
Oh, no.
Damn, that really makes sense. Shame Pepsi
Dude.
didn't go for it though.
Wait a second. Are
They
the
just-
Greys actually the owners of Coca-Cola?
And then they built their main
They
headquarters
Built their
in
main
Atlanta, Georgia.
Coca-Cola
Coca-Cola
factory.
That's where
That's
they
why
make
whenever I
aliens.
leave that place, I always forget what happened. Oh
my God.
no.
I mean, I usually thought it was just because the Coca-Cola factory was a fucking boring waste of time of capitalism just going wrong, but no, that's
Oh my gosh.
that's Area 51.
Dude, Area 51 Coca-Cola factory confirmed.
It's guys, you heard it here first.
We
I don't
just
know what to tell
confirmed
you.
it right here in this podcast. The Culling Podcast.
This is Dylan from the Culling Podcast, and
This is DJ from the Culling from the Culling Podcast.
yeah, and we're saying publicly the Atlanta Coca-Cola factory is actually Area 51.
It's Area 51. It's the Greys headquarters. It's not run by the government. It's run by the Greys. It has been this whole time. Oh
But
no.
But are the Greys the government? Think about it.
Oh my gosh. We should just end the podcast right here because I'm scared
This
now.
is too much. I just heard a knock on my door.
Oh no. Oh dude, is that a camera in my house?
What?
Oh no.
I'm being bugged.
Uh-oh.
Well, sightings and incidents happened many years. The Roswell happened in 1947. You know, it's 2020. Aliens are out. Okay, I'm sorry to break your heart, but the Greys, that fad is out. We're not
That
talking
fad
about
is
aliens.
gone? It's gone?
Yes, no one talks about aliens anymore.
No.
But
Man.
in 2004, not very long ago, it is not 1856. I'm talking 2004.
Wait a second. Is this the 2004 I'm thinking of?
Yes, 2004 of like America.
Dude, the one like after 2003 and before 2005?
Mm-hmm. And
That one?
Yes, that one. 2004.
Oh my gosh. Dude, all right, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
In 2004, Navy pilots tracked an object that seemed to defy the laws of physics. The videos captured by naval aviators show objects hurtling through the sky, and the pilots can be heard expressing excitement and amazement towards this UFO. I'm sure a lot of you have actually seen this video. If not, it will be in the show notes. Released in April of 2020. That's this year.
That is this year.
The
The year the
Pentagon.
Culling podcast came to fruition.
It was the start. April 2020. The Pentagon.
The
The
Pandagon.
Pentagon
Yeah.
declassified this footage and explained it was legit. This is real footage.
Oh my gosh. I've actually seen the video.
So have I. I've seen it many times. Just watching it, and they track onto it, and it's going up a trillion miles an hour, and they're like, "Whoa,
Yeah. And then it starts turning
yes,
mid-air.
that's an alien.
Dude, that's a gray.
That's the gray. That's the final gray."
Oh my god.
Well, the Pentagon said that the footage is real. You know, this wasn't some handheld footage caught by some farmer in Iowa. Okay, this was really the Navy. But they're not saying it was aliens
Uh-oh. Why wouldn't they say it's aliens?
because they're the aliens. I know.
Dude, oh my gosh. You just confirmed that the government is the Greys.
That's what I want everyone listening to this to leave with. The government are the Greys. The reason
It all starts in the Coca-Cola factory.
it aka Area 51.
Exactly.
I mean, just watch the footage. What else is it? They don't know. They don't have any explanation. But they said it's not aliens. It can't be aliens.
Yeah,
because
aliens
are
aren't
fake,
real according to them.
according to the aliens.
See?
That's it. And that it's April 2020 with no up. Well, right now it's July. It's August of 2020.
It's
forgot.
December of 2030.
It's
And
in the future. No updates. No updates yet about
no updates yet.
the Pentagon declassified footage. And I'm gonna make a guess, just a judgment. I don't think there will be because a lot of people have already forgotten about it. But it was very big when it came out.
It's kind of strange how everyone just sort of forgot about it. Especially the people that have been leaving the Coca-Cola Museum. I mean, I've asked a lot of people. I've been out there a couple of times. I've been like, "Hey, you see that alien footage?" And they're like, "What are you talking about?" So,
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, it's even people that I just saw like a few days ago just be, well, look at this alien footage. And I don't want to talk to you right.
oh, it's like they're trying to avoid it.
They're because they don't want to hear the truth.
They don't want to hear the truth with a grain of salt.
With a grain of salt. And that's what you should take this podcast with a grain of salt.
Yes.
But not too much. Because this is all real. This is all truth.
It's all 100% factual, except for that grain of salt.
And that's it. That's the Greys.
That's
a lot
the
more.
Greys.
There's a lot more about the Greys. But this is only one podcast. And there's only one episode about the Greys.
Yep. We'll update you if we decide to update you. If not, then you don't get any updates.
If we ever make the Greys Part 2, you'll see it. You'll see it.
Yes.
But you have to
And you have
subscribe.
to follow us on Spotify, subscribe to our YouTube channel.
But
Don't forget to smash that like button.
Yes, if the dislike ratio is anything under 90%, we will shut the podcast down. That is a
Yeah,
threat.
it'll be gone forever.
Now that's the origins. Let's talk about, if we believe in the Greys. Do you believe in the Greys?
Of course I believe in the Greys. How could you not? We just gone through all this proof of how the Greys exist. Oh, and the Whites. The Whites. Can't
And the
forget about
Whites.
them.
I don't believe in the Whites, but I also don't believe in the Greys.
You don't believe in the Greys?
I mean, I spent days writing pages of evidence.
Pages and pages of all this
of
proof that you
of
found.
all the proof. This document, but I don't.
Page.
2.
Sorry, I had to
2
cough
pages. I have 2 pages, but all right, but it is font 11. Okay, so I could fit a lot of information on one page.
How big's that title?
20.
Oh,
Yeah, but that doesn't take a lot. It's
Yeah, it doesn't take a lot. You're right.
yeah,
You're right.
yeah, yeah. And the
How
rest
many
of
times
it's
you hit
just
enter?
it's all Arial 11.
Yeah. Arial 11.
Yeah, it's the easiest to read.
Yeah. Easiest to read. Easiest to fill up pages with.
Mm, two, 2 pages.
Oh
Well,
yeah. Yeah.
I think. I mean, let's be real. Like, serious moment. Like, I'm gonna ring the serious. I don't have a bell, but if I had a bell, I'd say ring. This is the serious moment.
Ding ding ding. That's your
Ding,
bell.
ding, ding. Serious. Come on. Do people believe in this shit? People believe that gray aliens exist? I mean, are you fucking serious? Did you?
Oh no.
People actually watch these movies and they're like, that shit's real. Because, I mean, every single time you see a gray alien, it's because it's from a movie or a
It's
game.
true. That's
Like,
so true.
seriously.
Oh my gosh. It's
There was
all
the game.
fake. It's all fake. None of it's real.
None of it's
all
real.
fake. We're in the
But
Matrix.
Hold on. Before you have a breakdown, let's talk about your opinion. Do you think that gray aliens exist?
All right. I'm still on this this serious bell that you just
Serious
rang.
Bill. Well,
Honestly, no, I don't. I don't believe the grays or the whites exist. Definitely not the whites. The whites can exist. That's not a thing.
yeah, it's stupid.
Yeah, it's stupid. Yeah, man. I don't.
Well,
I don't like
I
those
wouldn't
ones.
want to say that like
Huh?
public,
What?
like out loud.
What do you mean? Huh? I'm talking
I'm
about
just-
the aliens. The aliens.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like maybe I'm not gonna say it. I don't wanna
Whoa,
be
whoa. Are
quoted
you saying that they're listening? Are you saying that you
No,
actually
I'm
believe?
just saying like you wouldn't want to. It's a publicly. You wouldn't want to say like
Oh.
that phrase.
Oh.
The phrase that you
Yo.
just said.
I see. Cut it. Um.
Yeah. You were saying.
Honestly though, I actually don't believe in the grays or like those aliens.
No.
It's not actually at the Coca-Cola Museum. We're just joking around right there.
Uh-huh.
Unless it is.
Unless it's true. Do you believe that aliens exist? Not like the UFOs that we've all heard about, but like maybe on a different
Just like other
galaxy.
life forms.
Yeah, just something else.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to think that anything like us, or maybe not like us, maybe something like the Greys, like flying, intergalactic space travel, all that. I don't think that's a thing.
Yeah,
But
it's so Hollywood, right?
yeah, it is. It really is. But like something just living out there on another planet, maybe like galaxies away. If the universe really is infinite, then yeah,
Sure.
100% there's a guarantee that aliens exist.
So
But
you were saying it's hard to but 100% like easily they exist.
yeah, easily they exist.
I
If
think,
the
yeah.
universe is infinite.
Like I'm sure there's like bacteria on a planet somewhere
Yeah.
in the universe because I mean statistically us being an anomaly is probably more scary, than another life form. If another
Yeah.
planet had life,
If we were the
ones,
only planet with life, that would be the scariest thing.
because then we truly are alone in the
And
in the
yeah,
universe.
we're alone in the vastness of the universe.
Now, before I have a existential crisis,
Oh
I want to
no.
talk about like what you think aliens look like. Like if aliens are on Earth, if they have UFOs, do you think they would look like the Greys?
No.
Why is that?
I think they would look more like us, if not like longer or
Yeah, they
something.
probably blend in.
Yeah, 'cause I mean, the Greys seems like it's such a movie. Oh, it's so weird looking type of thing,
Right.
right? But whenever I get asked a question like this, I always think of the book The Martian. Have you ever read that?
The Martian, is that where the guy gets stuck on Mars?
Yeah, he gets stuck on Mars, and I think he slowly starts to change because his body is getting morphed by the environment of
Right.
Mars, and like the gravity's not as strong as Earth, so he starts to gain height, and he starts to like get longer limbs, and it's just, I think they would have to look similar to an Earth being, because they would start to like adapt
Right.
to the
Because
environment.
we look like humans because of our environment. It's just evolution.
Yeah,
So that would mean the gray alien growing up on its gray alien Earth, because of the environment, would look
yeah,
like that. So if there was the Greys were real, I feel like they would have a hard time living on Earth, just like how we'd have a hard time living on Mars because our bodies are not
yeah.
adapted to fucking Mars, a different planet. Even like
Hmm.
gravity wise. I mean, they're short, right? So like
Yeah,
maybe they're short because gravity's a lot like stronger. Yeah,
stronger.
right.
Yeah.
So
So when they come here, they just pull a Superman and they like can fly.
yeah, no, well they just crash. They
Yeah,
just
they
crash into the ground.
clearly
Fucking grays.
all the evidence is of crashed UFOs,
Yeah, so if
except for that 2004 one. That doesn't count.
no, that's a professional like race car UFO where he's
Yeah,
going.
that's their race car UFO.
Well, that's it for the Grays. There's not much more to be said. I know it's a lot to take in for the first episode. Thank you for listening if you got this far. We're going to try to make this, sound better. We're going to have everything, better because this is our first episode. But if you want to follow us on Spotify, we'll be on iTunes soon, Google Podcasts, YouTube. It would help a lot. Thank you. And that's the Calling Podcast. Bye bye.